took me
3 days.
made me beat up a Mexican guy.
Really?
You should tell the story.
Run around naked.
We love this story.
Because they were feeding me and I didn't want to be fed. No, they wouldn't make my bed. Well, the Mexican guy had a bed, but no, they wouldn't. My bed, I had one, but they wouldn't give me no cover pillow or nothing, man. I said, well, how come I didn't get one? I was in,
You need to start from the beginning.
I was at DMV getting my license.
You need to start from the beginning and what happened.
Yeah, tell the
Well,
story, Danny.
I need to go get some, and then I'll sit here and eat some, and then I'll tell you. Because the last thing you'll say when you eat these seeds is that, I don't feel nothing. Well, guess what? You won't feel nothing because you'll go off in Jimson weed world. I mean,
But you think it's totally
normal, yeah. I mean, because I've taken acid, shrooms, and everything, and went to work. Operate heavy equipment.
So
But
there's
Jimson weed, there's no way you could do. There's no way.
Change or
There's no way you could do anything because you're not even you. You're you. But like me, they found me in Lawrence County. And I didn't know where Lawrence County even was. Out in the field, camped with my kids, and my kids weren't there, but I was. And my kids were too. In my bitch, you see stuff. You actually see it. You could be smoking cigarettes and, you know what I mean, drinking cappuccino and I don't know what I was doing at nighttime. At daytime, man, I'm peeling potatoes, cooking breakfast, and there was nothing there. I mean, but you see it, it's there. About the third day, man, somebody called the sheriff's department. I mean, you don't even acknowledge it's a sheriff or nothing. He came walking up and grabbed my kid from me, man, and you can't be doing that shit, bud. I said, what'd you take my kid from me for, man? He goes, man, the kid is, and he had it's like giving baby shaking syndrome with an arm slinging around. Hey, man, you can't be slinging my kid around like that, man. You're gonna break your arm. I thought he had my kid, I really did.
Really?
Yeah, but it wasn't my kid. But you think it is, I mean,
yeah.
And I mean, then we looked, we went and got in his car and went up on the lady that called the sheriff's department, I guess, after the third day. At nighttime they went to bed, so they probably thought I went home at nighttime or something. Come back the next day and start all over again, I guess, I don't know. Because in the daytime, they saw me out there and no telling what I looked like because, I mean, I was out there camping, having a good old time, man, running around, playing hide and seek, building teepees, and I ain't kidding you, man, and I no telling what I looked like. I mean, I'd like to see myself. But third day, they had enough of it. They said, man, we better call the sheriff's department.
They were worried with no drink, you know.
Yeah, but they didn't understand I had cappuccino, I had everything, I had orange juice milk. Yeah, 3 hots and a cot, but I don't know what I did at nighttime. I don't remember night. There was no night.
Maybe you went to sleep?
Maybe, I'm not sure because I don't remember no nighttime, but there was daytime.
Or it's just maybe
my kids would wake me up every morning. They go, Dad, we're ready to eat. And I said, oh man, come on guys, you're gonna help me then. And well, we'll help you. We had a Coleman stove and everything, man.
Fuck yeah, you've seen all this.
Yeah, and then he takes you up there to, I guess people call it, one of them know I was okay, man, and I wonder what he did, but so I went up there and said, hey, you got a cigarette I can buy him?
Who did you ask that to?
The lady, because the cop already asked him, he didn't have one. So when they seen me get out of the car and talking to some lady, I mean, I got out of the car because they didn't have me in handcuffs and that night. I went up and said, man, can I get a cigarette? And I thought she handed me one, but I mean, I reached my pocket and went, and he goes, what are you doing? I said, well, sir, she gave me a cigarette. Can I smoke it? He goes, that's what I'm talking about. See right there? You think she's smoking a cigarette right now? And I'm thinking, what are you talking about? I think I'm smoking a cigarette. So I just went around and got back in the car thinking, fuck, what are you talking about? I'm smoking a cigarette. And then he told that lady, see, that's what I'm talking about right there. But anyhow, the next thing I know, I mean, I don't remember him getting it. No. We pulled behind the car and he goes, hey, is that your car? And I said, I don't know. I said, I got a car just like that, but I'm not going to say that's my car. You know what I mean? Is that car stolen or something? I mean, if it is, it ain't my car. my car's not stolen. My dad gave it to me. If I stay off drugs, he said, I told him. And I wasn't on drugs. I didn't know I was on drugs. But he got out and looking, you know, around the car, and he found the keys on top of the tire. Hey, well, are these your keys? And I said,
didn't you tell them they were there?
No, I said,
you didn't?
I said, no. Well, I don't know. Are those my keys? I don't know. Where'd you get them? He said, on top of that tire on the car. And I said, I did. But if my car and my keys, I'd have them in my pocket, wouldn't I? You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, then another cop pulls up and they popped the trunk, and I thought, I wonder if they need help. So I got out and I went up there, and the cop goes, what are you doing? I said, I don't know, what are you doing? I thought I'd help you out.
And they're looking in your car?
Yeah, and I said, I thought I'd help you. And they said, go back and stand in front of our car and stay away from the road. I said, all right. And I went back there, boy, and then my kids go, Dad, and I went, what? And they're doing the other. I said, come on, come up here. They play hide and seek. And I said, hey, sir, can I go up there and play out too with my kid? And he goes, there's no kids up there. None, don't go nowhere. You stay right there, man. I said, there's no kids up there. And I'm kidding. I said, hey, they tell me I got to stand right here, man. And said,
You should tell him that?
yeah, my kid said, fuck that shit. But they said, come on, Dad. And I said, all right, I'm up there running through the woods and everything, man. And that cop goes, oh, man, he's gone. I go, hey, I'm right here, bud. And the kid, and he go, get in there. I said, come on, guys, come on. Just come down there with me, all right? Believe me, these guys are mad about something. Let's go down there. And they said, you ain't kidding. They told me to get in the car, and I said, well, where's my kids going to sit? And they said, what do you mean? And I said, well, you got all that computer equipment in the backseat of your car. I saw computer equipment. I don't know if there really was there or not. And I said, I'm not getting in the car. I'm not going anywhere. And he goes, there's no kids here. And I said, oh, really? I said, Crystal, can you guys see them? She goes, yeah. I said, no, okay. Well, they say you're not there, okay? I mean, no one what the fuck they're on, but
What the fuck are they on, he says.
and I went, next thing I know, man, I'm sitting in a police station with my wrist handcuffed to a desk, man. I look out and I see my dad. I thought, oh shit, what he's telling my dad and me or something. I mean, I thought, then Crystal comes in and she goes, Dad, what are you doing? I said, I don't know what's going on. You know what I mean? She goes, I know, just leave. And I said, well, look, they got me handcuffed to this desk, man. She goes, well, we'll turn it sideways and go out that door with it. And I said, you sure? And she goes, yeah. And I said, I can leave. She goes, yeah. And I said, well, how come they won't take this thing off my arm? She goes, I don't know, Dad. Don't worry. The door's unlocked. I said, all right. So we flipped the desk sideways, man. And when I opened that door, by God, I got punched right here in the solar plexus, and that hurt. And that was real.
So the other part was not real, though.
Oh.
Yeah, I wasn't really in there trying to get to a desk,
But was Crystal there?
No.
No.
So, okay, so she was not there yet.
No, but I thought she was. But when that cop punched me in the belly, man, I didn't. He helped me flip that desk back over. I guess Crystal took off running. She got scared. But he helped me flip that desk back over, man. And I was sitting on the floor, not in the chair. And she came in with some cappuccino, and she goes, I said, Crystal, don't you talk to me, man. I said, that hurt. That really fucking hurt. I mean, that guy punched right here in the stomach, man. And she goes, you want the cappuccino? I said, yeah, it'd be great. And she goes, we're here. And she put it where I couldn't reach. I said, what are you doing, man? What are you doing that for? You know what I mean? And I said, what's my dad doing out there? Go out and see what he's saying. But then next thing I know, I'm in a car again, and then I look over and the dude sitting on which side he was on, but I said, oh my God. I said, you know what? I know what you guys got planned here, boys, and guess what? It ain't gonna work. They said, what do you mean? They said, I know what you're gonna do, take me out on the dirt road somewhere and try to rape me or something, aren't you? And they said, what? And I said, well, what you got me all chained up for then? I mean, they had my ankles with my wrist like this. I mean, so, oh yeah, so, you're just taking me to the goddamn restaurant or something, and I'm all chained up? No, you got to think you're gonna do something. Now, I was going like this. I thought I was taking that ankle bracelets off. I'm pulling the heel of my fucking boot off, man. I ain't kidding. I sit there when I got out of that lockup, my heel was flopping. What the fuck happened? Brand new pair of boots. But,
Didn't they make room for your kids?
Yeah.
To get in the car?
Yes,
they finally just said.
I think they did. They said they did.
Right.
But the kids were in the backseat of the car. But there was time left, and then next thing I know, I was at the police station. But then when we get to DMV, we got to Ozark, man, and they said take out my earrings and everything. I said, why, man? I mean, I'm just getting an ID. You know what I'm saying? And they said, well, you need to take them off. I said, all right, man. Then they said, here, go in there and put this on. And I said, what is this? A Halloween ID editions or something, man? An orange suit. You know what I mean?
You don't realize that you're in custody.
Nope, you don't have no not one bit. Man.
I'm over here.
Yeah.
Get your head down there. Come on, kids. We gotta go, man.
He's gone. No, I am right here.
Yeah, but I'll get you some. Yeah, but you know what? There's some people out there that just need a little Jimson weed in their life.
There is.
Oh yeah, and you boil that shit up and put in their drink, man. They'll be sitting having a drink. Next thing you know, they might be humping a goddamn. I've seen people swimming naked in the weeds for a day and a half. I mean, and when they got out, I made them get out, and they didn't like it. I mean, they're out there kicking up dust for 2 days. But like, man, Jason, you like to get out of the pool, and then Tiffany Esses and Billy DeBry and Jeff Mason, they're feeding homeless people on the backside of my property, and I went out there and they had sandwich chips, and I said, listen, guys, they're cool. They had names for every one of them, and they said that, and I know they did because I mean, you can see and talk to people. And I said, well, man, they're cool, but don't feed them anymore, okay? They're just no more of my food, okay? Sorry, guys, homeless people. They want to feed you anymore, they gotta go buy it themselves. I ain't kidding. They done went through a couple of my bread and yeah.
Well, that's crazy how they had to actually have food, but yet you spent three nights.
Yeah,
No,
because
they were
listen,
feeding the homeless.
Yeah, but I mean, but they were actually giving them food though, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
food.
Whereas he thought
Oh, okay. I see what
Yeah.
you're saying, yeah.
Oh yeah, well, they
he
went
was
to my house and got
content,
my
like
food.
with cigarettes and coffee, and then it wasn't even there, but he felt satisfied
Well, I
by it.
wish they would have been giving them fake food because my food was still in my kitchen. And
Right.
Billy the Bride, look, I had my ex-mother-in-law's chow, out there, changed up. I had 12 acres with a trailer on it. I had her chow changed up out there because he got in trouble in town. Well, Billy's standing over where the chow was, sitting there. I said, what are you doing, Billy? He goes, oh, I didn't know these skunks were pets. And I said, well, where'd that chow go? He goes, oh, man, I thought they were attacking him, but I didn't know they were pets. And so I laid him off the chain. And he goes, oh, man, your little white chow? He said, that's a tough-ass dog, man. He got hit by a car and got up and came back in the yard. I'm like, oh, fuck. And he didn't get hit and come back in the yard. The red chow got hit, and then my little white one turned around and ran back in the yard when he seen that red one get run over, I guess. But
So you lost a dog over it?
my ex-mother-in-law, yeah, it was her dog. And old Terry Purdom comes out and he goes, hey, man, I see him out here scraping sugar dog up off the road earlier. And I said, are you kidding me? He goes, no. I said, well, what do you call it? I'm in trouble now because the dog getting ran over. I mean, look, you see stuff, man. Look, and you can look it up, Jimson weed, and it'll tell you all about it. There's a guy. He was operating a steamroller. You know, those big old things that flatten out. I guess somewhere along the line he must have ran over a rabbit at one time or something, man. But he said, man, there was rabbits attacking him, man. I mean, all he was coming at him from everywhere. He said he got in his car, man, and they get ready to start up, and he broke all the windows out of his car and stuff because there was a rabbit in the car trying to get him.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I guess he must have ran one over one time, that steamroller or something.
And people, is it that you end up doing something that you really enjoy doing, or
I don't know. I mean,
just random?
just
Whatever?
random. I mean,
Okay.
you know, it's just, and they said even if you never even smoked a cigarette, man, you'll think you're smoking a cigarette.
Well,
Yeah, I mean,
Or like if it's
like a cappuccino. I mean, you can actually feel the heat off of it. I mean, if you take a drink, it'll burn your mouth. I mean, if you don't sit there and blow on it.
Damn.
You're right there, man. I mean,
that's amazing to me.
Yeah.
How your body can.
and when they say, you know, this DMT, say you go to the other side, well, Jimson weed, I mean,
it's a whole different.
You're a whole different other side, but you know, there's no telling what you're gonna do, man. I mean, if I ever do it again, I mean, because Steve told me he got bags of it. You know what I mean, bunch of it.
Right.
And yeah, he wanted me to come up there and pick some up, but I'd want to be chained up or something, so I couldn't go nowhere. And but there's no telling what you might do. I mean, really.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with
Yeah,
it.
because you can't. I mean, you be walking around outside and what you're seeing not really what you're seeing.
You're in a whole different dimension.
Yeah,
But you
yeah.
don't even feel the switch over. You know how sometimes you can feel like
You feel
the
like
keeps come on.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
this I guess you don't know there's no come
No,
on.
cause I ate this stuff out there on North Main out there by New Edition. Steve Grimm used to live in a trailer out there right off out there with that
Long
Montana
Elm.
trucking man. And boy, I mean, but I ate way more than anybody's ever ingested at one time. I ate all of them.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine that, Danny.
Well, I didn't. He said it was peyote, man, and I said, man, I've seen. You know, he left room to get some weed, and I said, picked up a playing card and went. Not just 12, man, I bet, man. But I started chewing these little seeds up. They take kind of bitter, and I was drinking beer, and he came back in, and he's going, hey, where'd those seeds go? I said, dude, that ain't peyote. I'm sorry to tell you, man. I've seen Young Guns, and that ain't peyote. So you're not losing nothing. I mean, he goes, no, man, that was Jimson weed. And I said, what's that? I said, you told me, I said, no, dude, I think those were little like tomato seeds or something, but they were. He goes, man, I know what they are. I mean, he said, and when T showed up, he goes, man, your buddy here ate a whole pile of seeds, T. And T goes, what? He goes, man, you need to throw up, Danny. I said, I don't need to throw up, man. I don't feel sick or nothing, dude. I believe me, I can handle it. And he said, no, try to make yourself throw up. I said, man, listen, I've taken acid, believe me, these seeds aren't going to fuck me up. No, yeah, they did. I don't even know how I got on the highway, man. I was out by on North Main, and next thing I know, when before they put that wire stuff down the middle of the medians out on the highway, well, I mean, I ain't kidding you, man. come through or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing out here? I mean, I got back on the road, and the first exit I came to, I took that, man. And then when I took that exit, there was a ditch witch, and I saw my daughter down in that ditch that guy was digging, and I slammed on my brake, got out, and I'm like, he turned that machine off. I go, can I help you, sir? And I said, you see a kid down there? He goes, you okay? And I said, yeah. And I got back in the car. I thought, oh man, I think I'm starting to trip. I think I should probably start to hit me. So I went up and to a stop sign, took a right, and there was some woods across this little field, man. I took my key, put it on top of the tire. I thought I'd go sit in the shade for like 30, 40 minutes, and I'd be all right. But 3 days later, I was in a 96-hour lockup. They thought I had a nervous breakdown. Because they take a pee test and blood test and they don't show up, man. They got to do a spinal tap, like they say, man. You can't even detect it. But man, they said my tongue was like a big old thick piece of beef jerky. I'd been out in that field for 3 days, nothing to drink.
Yeah.
And I thought I was doing quite good until that sheriff showed up. But I guess another day out there, and I might not have been doing too good.
You built a teepee and stuff, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it wasn't like
I'd
three.
won a TP award on that, I guarantee you too. I mean, I remember I was out there swinging on branches, trying to, my kids were going, Dad, get that branch right there. And I said, God dang, guys, it's awful high, ain't it? I mean, and this hillside, I get run down the hillside and jump and grab these branches, boy, and there, you got it, Dad, you got it. I said, I know, don't let go. Well, we had a hell of a good time. They better remember that, because I mean, I got in trouble.
What was that guy's name that he come over with?
Over here?
Yes.
Oh, Kevin Warner?
I guess.